Welcome, dear viewers, to this special program on the International Children's Day of Broadcasting. My name is Maxwell Kango. I am with my colleague. Her name is Megan Chilufi. My friend, welcome.
Thanks, my friend. And it is nice to be here today. We have taken over the airwaves as children. It is our day. Dear viewers, a warm welcome.
Let us break with a beautiful song, after which we will welcome a guest, a special guest on this special program.
Welcome back. We are joined by Father Athan Tembula. Father, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
We're looking at International Children's Day of Broadcasting. What is the background of this important day?
Well, the International Children's Day of Broadcasting was established by UNICEF, it's the United Nations, which looks at the rights. So the purpose for establishing this important day was to emphasize or to remind the world about the rights of children, but also to give voice to the media as the responsibility to create space for young voices so that the world can be heard. You people also have things that you need, not so children. You do have things that you need, you want to express yourselves in a particular manner, and sometimes you're not given space by the media to be able to, to express yourselves like that. So your voice is not really heard. So UNICEF, that was in 1991. Where were you in 1991?
I don't really know where I was.
What about yourself?
I really don't know.
Maybe you were still in the thoughts of God. Yeah. So in 1991, UNICEF decided to establish this day so that the children are given space in the media where they can express themselves about what they want, about the things that matter most to their lives, but also where the world could be, be reminded about the children's rights, that you people have rights, and those rights have to be respected. So it's a very important day in the lives of the children. And today, particularly today, children have an opportunity to do broadcasting. You are given. I heard from your introduction, you said you are taking over the airwaves, which is actually true. That children are given an opportunity to lead media activities today. And I just read a letter a few days ago, which was issued by IBA, an organization that regulates, the media and the ethics of the media and all. So they really emphasized on this point that the media this day, the media should be led by children. That we give the microphone and the camera and all to the children so that they can express themselves in the manner that they do express themselves. So really, I'm personally excited about the day itself because it gives you people space where it could be heard. Yeah.
Okay. The theme of this International Children's Day of Broadcasting is Our Children, Our Future. How can we as children better understand this theme?
Yeah, our children, our future, said. Yeah. See, today you are kids, you are children, you are young, and the world might think you're not that important. Yeah, they might think the only people that are important today are the big ones, the big people.
Yes,
Those that are in position of leadership, the presidents, the ministers, the priests, the bishops, the chairpersons of the smokes and communities, etc., etc. So the world might want to focus on those big people. But when we reflect on the theme, on this theme, our children, our future, I think it reminds all of us about the importance of nurturing you, making you be leaders today, so that come tomorrow, you already know what is supposed to be done. And that is why it is important that you are given the education that you need. You're taken to school, and I have to make this appeal out there to all the parents, all the guardians, that it is important that the children in your house, they could be your own children, they could be your dependent, as long as they are young, they have the right to education. Take them to school. The other thing is health. They have the right to good health. When they're not feeling well, they are sick, take them to the hospital so that they receive medical attention. So when we take care of the children that we have today, we are also at the same time taking care of the future, because you cannot have a good future if you didn't prepare for it. The people that are parents today will not always be parents, not so. They will not always be there. The parents that were there, let's say 50 years ago, are they still here? Maybe some of them, some of them are still here. Let's say 100 years ago or 200 years ago, are they still here? No, they are long gone. Today we have a different generation of parents. So similarly, 100 years from now, the parents that are there today will not be there. But the parents that will be there will be yourselves, and those that are younger than you. So it is important that we create a better future by creating a better present. And by creating a better present, I mean by nurturing you guys, the children that we have in our homes today. Because at the same time, we are also making a future, a good future for them, but also for the society that they are going to be leading. You guys are going to be parents years after today. You're going to be leaders in the church. You'll be the chair lady of the Smokeson community, not so. Yeah, you'll be the chairman of the parish council. So you are going to be all these things tomorrow. But how are you going to be responsible leaders if we do not take care of you today? That's why in the church we are putting so much emphasis on the strengthening of the Holy Childhood, because through the Holy Childhood we are creating leaders that are going to be leaders of the church tomorrow. So it's important. This thing is quite important because it reminds us about all these things, that these are our children today, yes, but they are of value, they are important, and therefore let us make a good future by making a good present. By making a good present, what do? We take you to school. We give you a good upbringing. We give you food. We give you proper clothes, etc., etc. Everything that you need. You do have the right to all these things. And that is why this day was established, that the children have the right to all these things. When we give you all these things that you have a right to today, then we'll not have to worry about how the future is going to be, whether the future in the church or the future in the country, who's going to take care of the family and all that, because we'll have done our homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it important to prioritize the voices of the children in the promote their rights from home, church, and society, even in the media like Lumen TV Zambia?
It's important because you guys have things that you need. Also, if what you want is a biscuit, why should I give you a lollipop? You see, I should give you what? A biscuit. Yes, not a lollipop. As long as what I'm giving you is something to build you, and as long as what you want is not something to destroy you. If I know that what you need is a biscuit, I'll give you a biscuit. As long as an adult, I should be able to know, say, if I give him or I give her a biscuit, this is going to destroy him or it's going to destroy her. So if it's something that is going to build you, I should give you that. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because the media like Lumen TV and many other media outlets out there should give you a platform where you're able to express yourself, where you're able to say, no, what I need is a biscuit and not a lollipop. So when you're given a media space like this, then we are at the same time respecting the fact that you also have the right to express yourselves. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you are not machines, you are not objects, you are human beings with emotions. When you are hurt, you cry, not so. When you are happy, you do what?
You laugh.
You laugh. Yes, you are happy. You express your happiness.
Yes.
Exactly. When you want to pray, also you also go to pray, not so.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are not at Monga Mitengo. No, you're not Monga Mitengo. You are human beings with all these emotions. But how are we going to know that you are sad or you are bothered about something if the media does not give you space where you can express yourselves? So Lumen TV and many other media outlets in the world should create this space, deliberately creating this space for children, where these children can come to and cry if they want to cry, or laugh if you guys want to laugh, or pray if you want to pray. You should be given that space. So you are important people, and the world should regard you as such. So in a nutshell, anyway, it is important that the media, you gave an example of Lumen TV and many others out there. So it's important that the media gives you a platform where you can come and express yourselves. This is what I want, and this I don't want. So as adults, we should be able to gauge, to say, okay, she wants a biscuit. Is a biscuit good for her or is not good for her? Is it good for him or not good? Should I give him or give her a lollipop? What will be the outcome? So we should be able to give you the things that will build you. But at least we have given you a platform where you're able to say, this is what I want. And that is important. A platform, space, where you can come and say, this is what I want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do children have any responsibility about their own future?
Children have responsibility. You know what? Children have a responsibility to listen. Because if you're a child and you don't listen, you're going to fall into a ditch. Okay? You're going to live life like you're blind. You're just walking, you don't know where you're going. Okay? You are going to live your life like you don't have direction. So, as a child, first of all, you depend on somebody else. You are in your parents' house or you are in your guardian's house. You are dependent on somebody else who's guiding you, who's taking you to school, someone who's giving you money to buy shoes, to buy clothes, and all that. So, it is important that as that person who's taking care of you is providing all these things, you also listen to their counsel. Listen, open your ears. Don't be stubborn, because today we have children who are very stubborn. Mwana mungono chabe 5 years, 10 years. Very stubborn. Safuna kumvera. Very stubborn. If you grow up as a stubborn person without listening to the voice of the elders, parents, you're not creating any future for yourself. You are creating a ditch. You know what a ditch is?
Yes.
Chumugod, You are creating a ditch in which you're going to fall tomorrow.
Digging your own grave.
Thank you very much. So you are digging your own grave. So it's important that for you to have a better future tomorrow, you do what? You listen. That's the first thing, listening. The second thing is obedience. Because we do have children who are disobedient. You know what obedience is? It's related to listening. Yeah. When you listen, then you obey. For example, your mom says, sweep the kitchen. You have listened, Yes. My mom is saying, I should sweep the kitchen. You should actually go and sweep the kitchen, because it is important for you to learn that the kitchen is supposed to be clean. Okay? Now, some kids are going to, yes, listen, hear the voice of the mother, but they'll say, no, I'm not going to sweep the kitchen. I'm going to sweep, the sitting room. No, but what we need to have to sweep now is the kitchen. Okay? So it's important that you listen, but you also obey. And that is how you create a good future for yourself. Okay? Maybe let me add one more. The pray. Child who prays creates also a good future. So you're not just creating a relationship with the people that you live with. You also need to create a relationship with
God.
Through a life of prayer. When it is time to go for mass, go for mass. Time to go for Holy Childhood program, go for Holy Childhood. You are also creating a future a relationship with God. So tomorrow, when you're going to be big yourselves, you're going to have your own families and children, you also teach your children that it is important for them to have a relationship with God. So 3 things. 1, listen. 2,
obedience.
3,
Prayer.
prayer.
So, dear viewers, let us watch this song and we will be back.
Ambuye Mulungu inenda kwa inu mundichitire chifundo inu Mulungu ine mwana wanu ngakale ndi machimwa mundiyeretse Ambuye munditeteze kwa zoyipa zonse mundiphunzitse kuyenda munjira yanu. Pesa chakudya choti ndibweretse ndipatse ana kunyumba komano ileyo sisi ndikombeka chifukwa chake Ambuye ndabwera kwa inu.
Welcome back, dear children, and thank you, dear children, that you are watching.
Father, in church today, besides the women, majority are children and youth. Where can the children participate in the church?
There's a lot that you guys can do in the church. There's a lot. The first thing is that every child, who is below 15 years of age, should belong to the Holy Child. That is the first thing. Every parish in Lusaka, in Zambia, has a Holy Childhood. So every child has to belong there. Now we have also the TOMs, the teens on the move, who are between 15, somewhere there, and 18, and 19, yeah. So the teens, yes, those who are teen, not yet in the 20s. So that is the first thing. Then secondly, there are certain duties, particular duties that the TOMs and the Holy Childhood are given by the church. Let's say to clean the church. That is a way of participating. You can have a day as the Holy Childhood when you can come to clean the church, to clean the surrounding of the church. Doba mapepa alayaji. Yola tumachani. To sweep even the inside of the church. That is a way of participating. Then the other way is, there are certain celebrations that the church has for the children. I can give an example of Epiphany Sunday. What happens at Epiphany Sunday?
It's a Sunday where we are the ones who even lead mass.
So as Holy Childhood.
Exactly. So you read in church, you sing. What else do you do?
Petition prayers.
Petitions.
We have activities after mass.
After mass, the activities. Cultural dances. Do you dance culture yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah. Culture, poetry or poems, sketches, play tujatusowero, and many other activities. Maybe also games like bowler, football, netball, etc., etc.
Yes.
Even chess. Do you play chess yourself?
Yes, I try.
You try. Okay,
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So these are the things that the kids can do in the church as a way of participating. That's why it is important. Again, I need to make this appeal to the leaders of the church. The parish priests, the patrons of animators of the Holy Childhood, the parish council, all those that are anyway in positions of leadership in the church, that it is important. Here we're talking about the media giving space to the children,
Yes.
where you guys can express yourselves. But also in the church, it is important that the church deliberately gives space within the church to the children, where they can come and bring what they have. God has given them gifts, talents. Create space, create an environment where they can easily express themselves through the different talents that they have. Even when you do a parish, is it a parish budget? Is there a budget line for the children? Sometimes we forget about the kids when we make a parish budget. Look at the budget. It's just building the church, building parish house, building what. There's no line for Holy Childhood programs. So when you have a program as Holy Childhood, let's say you're going to visit another parish, you're going to visit another diocese, or you're coming to Lumen TV for a program. You go to the parish, we are going to this program, we need so much money. The parish struggles to give you that money because you are not accounted for, you are not in the budget. So it's important that even as we make parish budgets, there should be a budget line for Holy Childhood or children's programs, because these are the people that are going to take care of the church tomorrow when we are not there anymore. These are the ones that are going to be priests and sisters and parents, parish executive members, etc., etc. But we need to create space for them within the reality of the church, so that they're able to, to express themselves. They are able to, they should feel and have a sense of belonging. This is my church. This is where I belong. And this is the church that I love. And this is the church that also loves me back. So yes, there are so many ways that you guys can participate in the life of the church. You can make contributions to the life of the church by first of all joining Holy Childhood, as we have already said, but also participating in those special programs that the church has on special occasions, Tiffany Sunday, and other programs that touch your life as kids.
Modern children are more into gadgets such as phones, video games, etc., etc. Is this good for them?
What do you think? Do you want iPhone 15 Pro Max? Would you want Samsung Ultra, whatever?
Yes.
You want those gadgets?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, the kids that we have today, sometimes they say you guys are the .coms, the .com kids, because you are born in an environment where you have these gadgets. You know better how to operate a phone than an adult.
Yes.
Panyumba TV ngati sitambika bwino yamene ma smart TV na bweraya. Your father is struggling with the remote. For you it is just one touch, boom, the channel comes on. Because you are born in this environment. So these things, yes, are important. The gadgets, like you have said, the modern kid is exposed to the gadgets. It's okay, it's fine. But these gadgets, the modern gadgets, also have the negative side. If you don't take good care, you are going to find yourself, using these gadgets wrongly. And for sure, we do have kids today that use these gadgets wrongly, and because the parents, your parents, I'm talking to you as a parent who has a child with that important smartphone. You give your child that smartphone. Maybe for you, that's a way of expressing your love for that child. Fine, we understand. But as you give them that smartphone, are you aware of the things that they are watching when they go to YouTube? Do you know as a parent what your child is watching on YouTube? When they go to Facebook, they go to TikTok, do you know the kind of videos that they are watching? So these things are okay because they make life easier and all that. But if you give them if you give them to your kid does not have the capacity to control themselves. They will see whatever they are going to watch on that gadget, whatever is appealing to the eyes. So if what is appealing to the eyes is the wrong material, and that is what they will be watching. So in the long run, these kids are being spoiled and being destroyed. So it's important, yes, it's important that we have all these gadgets and the kids could in a way be exposed to the gadgets that are there. But there should be care that the same gadgets do not destroy you guys. If I give you iPhone 15 Pro Max, there's a lot that you can do with iPhone 15 Pro Max. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah. But you as a kid, do you have the capacity to use that phone responsibly? Maybe not yet. Okay? You'll be excited. Hey, in iPhone Pro Max, whatever. You'll be excited. Maybe your friends only have those to my phone, to my mobile money. That's what your friends have. But for you, you have iPad, you have what? You are excited. My father gave me this. My uncle gave me this. Fine. But are you able to use that gadget responsibly? Okay, let's see what you are watching when you're on Facebook. Let's see what you are watching when you are on YouTube. You don't have the capacity to control yourself. So whatever you're going to find there, you start watching. So if it is something to destroy you, to disturb your morality, it is going to disturb you. It is going to spoil you. And in the long run, again, will not be building you, will be destroying you. So, in as much as it is important for the modern kid to be exposed to the modern gadgets, it is also important that as adults, we check what our children are watching on those gadgets. Today, let me end with this comment on that question. Today, we have kids, a lot of kids that are being brought up by gadgets and not by their parents. Because their parents are busy, okay? Your mom, your dad leaves home at 6 and comes back at 22 hours when you are asleep. So what has happened in between here, your mom, your dad does not know. The people that you talk to, your mom, your dad does not know. What you are watching on your phone, your mom doesn't, she or your dad has no idea what was happening. So you have more kids in today's world that are being brought up by social media, by these gadgets. and therefore parenthood is going down. So it's important that especially parents, you take a deliberate effort. You could be busy. Maybe you have a very busy business. You run a very busy office, but there should be also time left. Yes, time, very important, left for checking what your kids are doing, whom they are talking to. When your child makes a phone call to somebody, who is that person? What kind of relationship does that person have with your kid? When your kid is doing, is it video call? Who is on the other side? So there are all these intricacies, and if you don't take care as a parent, your kid is going to be brought up in the wrong way, because you see, what is on the internet is just anything, and your kid might not have the capacity to choose what is good for him or her and what is not. So it's important that your children at home are brought up by yourselves and not by gadgets. You guys should be brought up by your parents and guardians and not iPhone Pro Max.
As we conclude, Father Mbula, you are a media person. Kindly tell us why it is important for us, children, to be selective on what the media offers to us.
You see, I'll give you this example. You know a lake, a river.
Yes.
Let's just say a river, okay? When you are fishing, fishermen, especially those that use nets, they're going to throw that net into that river also, because they want to catch the fish. So when they begin to pull that net, you pull it out. Are you sure it is only fish that is going to be pulled out? It's not, because in the river there are so many things. It's not just fish. Mulina vidoyo, machani vija vima insects. There are also plants, those plants that grow in the. So there's so many things. So when the fisherman or fisherwoman, some are fisher women, when that fisher person pulls the net out, what this person wants is what? Fish. So what does this person do?
Get the fish.
Yes, you get the fish,
And leave
the insects and everything else
Back in the water.
back into the water. Okay, but you get the fish. All right. So why am I talking about this? You see, the internet is like that net, which is going to be put into the river, be thrown into the river and put. Internet, net. So it is like that net. That's where the name comes from, should you know? Net. Yes. So it is pulled out. The internet is pulled out, okay? When the internet is pulled out of the river, it comes with it different things. Right? Different things. So now, when you are on the internet, you go on Facebook, you go on TikTok or whatever, it's like you have this whole net before you. What do? You select the fish and you leave out
The insects, the plants.
And those other things that you don't need. Those things that are not useful to you. You just get what you need. And what you need in this case is the fish. Otherwise, it's Suza Jansima. Get the fish, okay, and leave out. Now, some people, let me say some kids, okay, do not have the capacity to get just the fish. They also get insects and other things. Now, those other things are going to destroy them. Themselves, when you go on the internet, if you have a phone, or if you are using your mom's phone to watch YouTube videos or to watch TikTok videos or to play games, whatever you do with the phone, when you get that phone, what you select the fish. What you have in your hand is the net. Okay, the net that we're talking about. That is what you have in that phone is the net. Select, get just the fish, because the fish is what is going to be useful to you. When you eat the fish, you feel stronger and healthy. Also, yes, and that is what you do on the internet. You select the things that will help you to grow into a strong and responsible person, and you leave out the things that can destroy you. So you have to have the capacity. You have to know what is good for you and what is not good for you. The internet has so many things. It has everything, good and bad things. So when you go there, don't be that person who's going to get everything, because you end up getting things that are going to kill you. When you go there, get just the fish, because that is what you need to eat to be stronger. You understand what we are saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So the media out there, talking about the media will show you different things, okay? By the way, even social media is the media, okay? The internet is the media, and many other media stations. So they are going to show you different things. They'll show you this, they'll show you this, but it's not all these things that you should eat. You should be able to select, get the fish, and leave the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally, your message to children on this special day.
Okay, finally, my message to the children out there. What do you think we should say to them? Huh? I think you people are important. Do you feel important?
Yes.
Yes.
You do feel important.
Very important.
Yeah. And I think this is the message that we should send out there to all the kids.
Yes,
that as
the light of the world.
The light of the world. I love that. So as a kid, as a child watching this program, this minute, you are important, and as it says, you are the light of the world. And this day is important for you and ourselves to talk about the rights that you have, and especially the right to information, the right to being given space by the media to air out your views, to say the things that you need, that you feel in your heart, to say the things that are hurting you, the things that are making you happy. So you have this platform. So you are important, and don't let anyone make you feel unimportant, because God already made you an important person. As adults, our job is to give you your space, your right of space in society, where you can freely express yourself. You know, at the beginning we talked about lollipop and biscuit. Yes. Yeah. So if what you need is biscuit, say I need a biscuit, so that I know whether that biscuit is good for you or it's not good for you. If it is good for you, at least I will have known that that is what you need, and I'll give you that biscuit. So you have space. You have space where you can air out your views. Anything that you need, say it out. Don't feel left out. Don't feel unimportant and valued. You are a person of great value. And that is a message that I leave with you guys and all the other children watching out there.
Yes.
Okay. Father Tembula, thank you very much for what you have shared with us, the children.
Dear viewers, you are with me, Megan Chilufya, and my friend Maxwell Kangwa. Thank you for having joined us, and to all of you, remember, our children, our future.
Together we say bye-bye. Continue watching Lumen TV Zambia.
Bye.
We are the mighty warriors who are never disease carriers, but straight from the community areas to join the education umbrellas. Oh yes, we are the ambassadors from
St. Francis de Sales Parish, Stone Park,
with a poem entitled
An African Child.
Wipe out your tears of sadness. Wipe them out. It is time for you to rejoice, African child. And in reverse, let those tears flow down your cheeks. For yours is a moment of recognition.
Did I hear recognition? You are right.
I, the African child, have a base where upbringing knows no nuclear family. Yes, uncle is my father, aunt is my mother, and indeed, any old person is my grandparent.
How wonderful! The church even helps me grow as an African child in that beautiful African setting. Through inculturations, the doors of the church have now opened to our African culture.
Has the church opened doors to witchcraft and other forms of African magic?
Only good values. Chinamwali, boys' initiation ceremonies, and not, of course, witchcraft, traditional sexual cleansing, and other bad forms.
Gone should be the days when foreigners taught the African child to adore Western fashions of minis, see-throughs, and high-heeled shoes. Yes, now back to Grandma telling us stories around the fire. We can now proudly wear our African Chitenge material without shame. And of course, boys shall again learn how to hunt with spears and dogs. Learn also how to set traps to kill animals and birds so as to improve our nutrition. No foreign element shall conquer us with their guns. Not a time shall they incite us to fight one another. Yes, we have a base, not so easy to shake.
Forget not, dear one, to thank the white missionaries for having taught us how to read and write.
And also for confusing and polluting our minds.
No, for reducing the African child's level of illiteracy and empowering us to now know how to fight for our rights.
Of course, to say no to child trafficking, no to child abuse, and no to child defilement.
What else shall we say no to, Mainza? Will you refuse to sweep your own yard? Refuse to draw water and do dishes? Refuse to do some street vending so as to raise money for the family?
No to witchcraft and disrespect, and no to all forms of child abuse, and we shall say,
Yes, to good cultural values that build us to be good and respectable people. Thank you.